Hey you guys, this is Diane. I want to congratulate you on making the decision to finish out your round of the 21-day fix or the 21-day fix extreme with either your 3-day quick fix or your countdown to competition. So I've done both, and I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of a summary of my experience with both of those programs and then give you some tips for success. So I did the countdown to competition, and for me personally, it was not a good program. After about day 4, I started to feel, probably more like day 3, I started to feel really sick, and I felt like everything in my body was just kind of like stopping and stopping up, and I got a really distended abdomen, and it just wasn't a good experience for me. So for me, the countdown to competition is not anything that I would do for an extended period of time. I'm hoping 3 days is going to be okay for you to do, Jessica, but if at any time you're not feeling well, I would kind of suggest maybe changing it up a little bit and kind of just breaking whatever it is that you might be doing that's not making you feel well. And you might not even be able to determine that, but just keep an eye on your body and keep an eye on how you're feeling, and then you can kind of make some adjustments as you go. I'm hoping that 3 days is going to be okay for you. For those of you that are doing the 3-day quick fix, the 3-day quick fix is much easier. I'm not sure why it is, maybe just not so much protein, but you're eating 6 meals a day, and you're gonna stop your carbs at about meal 2. So if you are a nighttime workout person and you want to work out during either the countdown to competition or the 3-day quick fix, which should be totally fine, you want to make sure that you're working out in the morning when you have the carbohydrate energy to burn off. I guarantee you, as the day progresses and as your day moves on, you are going to run out of that sort of stored energy. You're going to be in kind of a fat burning mode, and you are not going to have the energy that you need to get through a workout and feel good, or at least that's been my experience. You might be different, but you might want to change it up for the next 3 days and kind of switch your workouts to the morning, or maybe even take a break or do a little yoga or something that's not as stressful. All that's fine. You want to make sure you drink plenty of this so that you're flushing your body out during either the countdown to competition or the 3-day quick fix. And remember, you are upping your protein intake. So protein can kind of be a little bit of a constipator, because it's pulling water out of your body, so your body can be a little bit dehydrated. So you want to almost overhydrate with water during that 3 days. What I found worked best for me is subbing out one of those proteins that's detailed out on your list, and I believe it's in here for the 21-day fix extreme, and for the 21-day fix it's in a pamphlet that came with your program, so you'll get all the program, and I posted it in our group. But I subbed out one of the fish and chicken proteins for Shakeology because I felt that for me, I just felt better. I'm more of a fruit and vegetables kind of person, and so all that animal protein just doesn't make my body feel good. And so I found when I did it with one Shakeology a day, subbing out for one of the other proteins, that I felt much better. That leads me into my next thing. What I want you guys to do tonight is kind of think about and write down what the purpose of this is for you. So if your goal is to see how you can close out your first round of the 21-day fix, like maybe weight loss wise or inch loss wise, then write that down and then weigh yourself in the morning, and maybe take some pictures if you want. I don't know if you want to go to that level, but weigh yourself at least and see what you can do in that 3 days. Keep in mind, with anything as extreme as a countdown to competition or 3-day quick fix, as soon as you start adding foods back in, carbohydrates, some fruit, and eat regularly, even if it is the 21-day fix regularly, you will notice a slight increase in weight. So whatever you lost during that time frame, most often you pick up in the next 2 or 3 days after you're done. Don't let that mess with you psychologically. You kind of have to know that going in, because it is extreme. So, and it is meant to be to ready you for a bikini model competition. So since you're not going to go on a stage at a specific date and be judged in a bikini, then you really don't have, an end result that you're going for other than whatever your own personal goals are. So when you go back to regular eating, you might pick up those few pounds that you lost. I will tell you that you will feel amazing if your body responds to this well. I respond well to the 3-day quick fix. I did not respond well to the countdown to competition. So I felt amazing at the end of a 3-day quick fix because I did cleanse my body out pretty significantly for that 3 days. If your goal is to just feel better, then don't worry about the weight. Just see what your body feels like when it goes to that extreme of an eating program. See if you can work out. See if working out's too hard because your energy levels go too low. See how your sleep patterns are. See if you sleep well during those 3 days. It's totally fine to do something like this for just a better feeling. So it does not always have to be a weight goal or a weight loss goal. So pay close attention to your body and see how well you do, and if it's the kind of feeling that you're looking for long term. Because there's ways that we can incorporate things like the countdown to competition or the 3-day quick fix in a short term span. I usually do it on a 1-day kind of deal. What I find is it kind of fixes me if I'm kind of off track in other areas. So pay attention to how you feel and see if it's something that you might want to be able to incorporate into your life. So figure out your goal, weight loss, or just kind of feeling better. And it could just be an experiment. You just want to see what it's all about and see how you want to finish your 21-day fix. That's all fine too. So set your goals. Know how you're going to handle the next 3 days. You want to keep away from any kind of social outings that involve food. You want to keep it very focused on what your plan is. You're going to eat and run is how I say it. I don't sit down for a meal. I kind of eat and then keep my mind preoccupied on other things. It's a great time to clean out closets or clean out your garage or reorganize file drawers. Just stay unfocused on food because you don't want that to be, anything that's kind of on your mind. Just eat and go, eat and go, eat and go. And you'll be eating very frequently. It's like every 2 hours. So super excited to hear from you. I can't wait to hear what your goals are. I can't wait to hear how you did after. Make sure you check in every day. If something's not going how you planned it to go or how you expected it to go, it's always usually something that's a really quick fix. And since I've done both programs, I would probably be able to offer you some advice that will kind of get you through it pretty quickly. So stay close to our group, post in there, let us know how you're doing every day. And then we're super excited that you finished this round of your workout program. And I hope that you will join us for our second round, which will be starting right after Mother's Day. So you can jump right back in with us.